His Royal Highness, patron of the channel, Holden.
How do you keep up the pace of play?
Please God, join the Patreon. You know when you're on a bike and you're in the wrong gear to go up a hill and it's a real pain in the ass? I think that's what bad pacing is. It's when you're in the wrong gear for the wrong situation. 3 mechanically and narratively engaged players doing a long campaign of 4-hour sessions is basically going to pace itself. Add 3 more players, the grade of the hill starts to look pretty treacherous. And if those players are disengaged or don't understand the mechanics, or you're running a 1-shot or 2-hour sessions, we're looking at cliffs. In a cliff game, the most powerful tool in your tool belt, to me, is the reset. The reset is a kind of kissing cousin to, as the angry GM calls it, running combat like a dolphin. Essentially, combat like a dolphin is oscillating between narrative and mechanics, and narrative and mechanics. Because, Larry, I move and attack. I've got a 17. That hits. It does 7 damage. What kind? Bludgeoning. Okay. Robert, it is your turn. Isn't exactly dense with interesting details. You want to dive in and out, and you also want to give opportunities. Grenier sees a goblin at the top of the peat berm and can also see some rustling out in the bushes. What do? I move and attack. I've got a 17. What kind of weapon has Grenier got? A hammer. Grenier scrambles over the peat mound and swings his hammer hard. Doing how much damage? 7. Enough damage to send him tumbling past Robert. The goblin lets out a panicked yelp. Robert, you can see that he's off balance and that if you attack right now, you might have advantage. Takes way more time, but feels better. You may have also noticed that there is music. That's my other tip. Play music. And here's one of my few online-only components. Don't use music with vocals people understand in it. It's distracting as hell. As a DM, what you're pacing is not plot, it is not mechanics, it is interesting details. The worst feeling is to spotlight a player only for them to stammer, "Wait, what's going on?" It sends an immediate signal to every other player at the table, okay, this guy's gonna waste our time, which essentially kicks off a disengagement death spiral. People start checking their abilities, or worse, their emails. So if you even get a whiff that they might not know what's going on, reset the scene. Jammo, as a band of 5 knuckles tears past you in a rickety caravan, you see Grenier and Bap, who already grabbed the back of the caravan, explode through a fruit stand. You can hear yells echoing down the alley. What do? Ironically, you're slowing the game down. But you've re-engaged Jammo, probably Grenier and Bap as well, and hopefully also set the scene for anyone else who doesn't have their nose in their PHB. But it's a trade-off. It takes extra time to re-engage over and over again. If you're running any kind of cliff game, then get right into the action and hand wave the shopping sections and fuck the subtext. You don't have time for town stuff. Lore dump a bunch of shit that they're gonna forget, drop them into the action. You can also buy time by hand waving some of the rules, skipping and circling back to players who aren't ready, focus less on even spotlighting and let plotlight heavy story hogs just go for it, implanting a loremonger NPC into the group, don't be afraid to Kool-Aid Man an encounter, or yell cut and move to the next scene as soon as the scene slows down. And keeping your plots as simple as fuck. Finally, if you run out of runway at the end of the game, spooky music, cliffhanger. Talk slow. You may be wondering why I've been releasing fewer videos recently. It's been a brutal 14 months. Animation takes a lot of time, money, and is very hard. So, this episode brought to you by Patreon. My Patreon fucking kicks ass. Whether you're in there to hang out with me on Discord, you're looking for tokens, you want access to the lost episodes. There are a few. Do you want a chance to be the next Holden? You wanna play some TTRPGs with me? Then join the Patreon subathon! If I hit 5K, I'll make a Cold Road that month. I don't think it's gonna happen. But mark my words, I'll do it. Also, I'm gonna be running a campaign for a select few patrons. Finally, I am looking for sponsors, so please reach out.